All right, welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. My name is Misha. This is our second flight for today. If you caught the first one on any feed, there was no audio. I didn't catch it until later. I am getting ready to do a sound check just to make sure that we are good to go. I said some good things the first time around, but I ain't even gonna lie. If there's anything about divine intervention that could be real, it was the fact that the last time I did the the segment, I was fumbling all over my words and I hated it. So I get a chance to do it again. This makes this episode 97. And let me go ahead and open up by explaining to y'all what that means. First and foremost, welcome to Boarding Call at Gate G. My name is Misha. I am the visionary, the founder, and CEO of Girl Let's Go Travel, but I'm also a real person. And I love when I get a chance to come on here and just be the real, authentic self that I am, mess ups and all. If there's one thing that I want to share with the people that just now get to know me or come a part of any of my personal journey, is to show that imperfection is the way to go. Embrace it as soon as you can. Embrace all the mistakes, all the times that you really want to do something, but it's you that's holding yourself back. Because 97 episodes ago, my show was even worse. I didn't know what I was doing. It wasn't all fancy. I didn't know the buttons. I didn't know anything. And I would get online and come on here and just talk to y'all and just try to figure it out, blatantly messing up every episode. But 97 episodes in, let it be proof. And my last show about 10 minutes ago, you can still mess up any day, but you do have to keep going. So I'm living proof. I do a lot of highlighting, a lot of things that people might look at a different way. But in order for me to get this far in my journey, let me turn this music down. It's important for me to share with people that my journey didn't come or arrive from a place that didn't have a lot of blemishes, a lot of backstage moments where y'all didn't see me trying to put it together and all of that. And so that's the part that I really want to share with people, is that it's not always perfect. So anyway, enough of that. We're 2 minutes in. I messed up the first segment. Welcome to Boarding Call. Welcome to Window Seat. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. Anytime you see a window seat episode with Girl Let's Go, know that it can be me or it could be someone else. And we could talk about anything. We can talk about a trip that is being booked, that's getting ready to get put on the books. We can talk about things that just happened. Oh, praying for all the people in Nepal and China, the people that were affected in that mass catastrophe that happened yesterday. I want to be a vent space for our travelers, a question space, an open space, and even those who haven't traveled with us before. Even if you have no plan to, it's still a great place where you can do something like answer some of the questions that are on the screen. So we do have a couple different shows that will be coming to Window Seat. Again, it won't always be me. I'm happy to introduce to you some of the ladies that I've been able to collaborate with. These are women in the world who are already sharing their voice, their ministry, their passion, what it is that they have to offer, whatever their ambitions are, their goals. And guys, sometimes that's not about selling you anything. I can't wait to introduce you to one of my good friends who loves to work out and has a positive message for you. One of my destination darlings is also um, a, a certified therapist in her own right, who takes a love and kindness to couples. And I even had a counseling session today. But it's excited to share that with you. So this is where we come alive beyond the flyers. Okay. A lot of times when people see Girls Go or they see me, they see the finished product. They see a flyer that's completed that they'll scroll by. They'll see a video they'll probably scroll by. They see this and it's all completed. But what about the times when stuff is not completed? What about when you actually are sitting here and trying to get it all figured out and put together and all of that kind of stuff? Again, that's the part that I really like to share. At this point in in my venture with Girl Let's Go, I've been behind the business for a good 10 years now. So being able to share that backstory and also share what has been built for you is where I get excited. So let's go ahead and get excited. Let's talk about some of the things you'll see when you see Window Seat. And I want to make sure that you feel welcome. So let's start with the welcome. Whenever you see a window seat, you might catch it live. If you do, I would love for you to upgrade to the cockpit experience and join me on the panel. That means I can actually bring you in on the screen. We can talk back and forth. We can have a couple people on the panel. We can go into any topic. We can do all kinds of things together. And I'm excited for what that looks like. So I've reserved space for you to upgrade to the cockpit experience. You do not have to show your face, but also you don't have to do all that. You also can, if you see this on your feed, you can simply just leave a comment. So there's questions on the screen now. If you catch it, you can leave a comment. I can know to answer some of those questions or share your answers in other segments and different things. So I'm really excited to be able to do that. This is a way of trying to get a little bit more interaction from our audience. So a lot of our travelers, they show up when it's time to take the trip. But before that, there's a lot of getting to know, a lot of different things that we can just talk, communicate, and have a great time on. So anyway, there's that. You should always feel welcome. If you have a question, if you don't want to show your face or whatever, you are always welcome to leave your comment or sentiments somewhere, and we'll get to them. So that's one. Then two, I did talk about if you have something that you're passionate about, something that you're doing, something you would like to bring to a showtime for Girl Let's Go, we would love to have you. But when it comes to our trips, this is where it's going to get really interesting, because I actually have travel agents now with Girl Let's Go. So back before COVID, this was a me thing. This was something I did. I booked travel. I love doing it. I love the perks. I was able to raise my family and kids to be able to travel around the world, all of that. And that was great. During COVID, when the world shut down and nobody was traveling anywhere, I expanded my business model to accommodate not just me, but others. So I turned this from a me thing to a we thing, which now with AI can be done seemingly overnight or within a couple of weeks, I guess, for some. But for me, it's been something that over the course of 10 years, I've literally taken the time to design my website as well as the experience of my customers and travelers, to where inside and out, the person that is been making sure that when you click a button, it goes to the page, or um, when things are streamlined, when things, what, somebody has had to be back there to build this so that it's functional for you. So I do want to take the time to kind of show you what has been in the building, and what's waiting for you to enter the building. How about we talk about that? So, first and foremost, one of the things that we have with Girl Let's Go is the opportunity, I guess you could say, to create your own profile. So, when you're creating your own site member profile, what that does for us is, one, it lets my darlings, my travel agents are called Destination Darlings. So, it lets my darlings be able to see and get to know you. You can create your profile, you can access courses, you can look at your orders, events. You also can have followers. So this is a cool place where my travelers can connect with other travelers, whether you traveled with us before, in the past, some years ago, or whatnot. This is a new feature, so we're really excited to see everyone connecting. The rest is pretty self-explanatory, but that's the biggest thing here, is that everyone has an opportunity to become a part of the Girl Let's Go family. And what that does for you in some places on our site, like for instance, our swim up bar, what that does for you is it allows you to have access into some places where you only get access either if you are a member or if you're booked on a trip. Okay. So this is a swim up bar. It's very similar to your social platforms, but I really like it's hours. These topics and groups represent the things that our travelers want and or have mentioned, or we are reserving space for. So for instance, if you're a person that is living abroad, or wants to move abroad, or wants to be connected with people who are abroad, the somewhere else group might be for you. If you're booked on a trip, for instance, we have the Sailgate 2027. That's a cruise that's leaving out of New Orleans, going to Cozumel next year during Super Bowl and what else is it? Super Bowl, Valentine's, and it's also a federal holiday. free to come in, even if you get to a space and you see that within that space, there's only love who has come, and so that's exactly what it is, y'all. Hold on one second, because I think I'm having an issue. Yeah, I love me some humble beginnings. There we go. And so this is a place again where even I was created with mine. And I'm not worried about the masses. I'm worried about the person that actually finds that site and says, you know what? Yeah, that's exactly what I want or need. So let me put this bar back there. I was talking through a couple pages and a little bit of a delay. But I do want you to be able to see it. So just stand by. I'll tell you about countdown clock that you see right here on your screen. It's counting down, and every time I have a window seat episode, there's usually going to be a countdown for the cockpit. So that pretty much lets you know either we're going to change the vibe, change the segment, or I'm at least going to check to see if I've had any upgrade to the experience. We have a full discussion on catching, asking questions, that sort of thing. But it's a fun thing. So I'm excited for when that does take. I really won't be the other thing. It looks like I'm broken right now. So for this on a countdown, I'm gonna go ahead and take myself out to a little time to jam. Let me know if you like the music that's playing in the background. It comes from our album. You can find it on our website. It's completely free, but it's some tunes and jams for y'all to listen to as you are out there in the world traveling. I'm gonna start us off with our Girl Let's Go original from 2000. Just stand by and I'll go ahead. Frozen on the screen. All right, let's get y'all going. Again, if you catch this on the news feed, feel free to jump in. Okay, let's. That's it. Just so call up my girl Misha right quick, so she can pre-qualify y'all for these trips. Let's go. Yeah, I hear you. Let me just real quick. You got drama at home? Girl, let's go. Worried about your student loan? Girl, let's go. Girl, let's go. You been beefing with your dude? Girl, let's go. I need a girl, let's go. You got family or kids? Girl, let's go. You need a trip with your friends? Girl, let's go. A romantic getaway? Girl, let's go. We book trips all day. Hey, girl, let's go. Listen, I told you, you was overthinking this stuff, girl. Get your passport, grab your bags, and it's time to. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're ready to book, head over to girlletsgo.com. We have agents that are standing by and ready to put you on your next step. In the meantime, follow us on Let's Go Travel. My name is Let's Go Travel. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome back. 40 seconds on the countdown clock, so I'm here a little bit early, but welcome in. This is going to My name is Misha. This segment is your with Misha. So you're not going to get me coming up in a professional setting. I'm here in my room getting ready to pack up. Hopefully, with the days. They have a moment to pop through in case I happen to catch anyone on that or if it's all around. I've been receiving some damn for real stories with you guys out there on vacations. Those damn for reals are like kind of like our strawberry letter. So, hold on. I'm really excited to share that with you guys and to have that space. Also, some trip reviews going into destination. As a matter of fact, I might go into one tonight. So I was talking earlier about the countdown clock. Usually, you'll see this on my episodes. I'm not sure if others will. There, we're in flight in the background. Yeah, or do whatever it is that I need to do, and also you all to know the next time when there might be a panel or some people or a decision ready to place. So that's that. Specific shows. So a show might again be a trip that's getting ready to leave. And so we might come together and be talking about the trip, what to expect, and etc. It might be showing you how to book on a trip. That's something I'm gonna do today. And answering questions. So there's a lot that we can do with the platform. I built it. No shame in that. I built it. I'm excited to see it work. I'm excited to see it in fruition. So again, if you're catching me and you're thinking like, oh, I can't comment in or I can't come on the panel, I can't catch up with my friend, you're wrong. Me and so many of y'all, both business and professionally, that sometimes the best way for me to be consistently present and available in that capacity is to come on and present myself and say, hey, I'm here. What you want to do? You want to travel? You want to catch up? You want to know about moving abroad? You want to know about whatever it is? Okay, let's do it. So that's that. Today, I'm also excited because I think if everything goes correctly, I think I'm streaming in our Departures Lounge Facebook group. So, welcome, ladies. If you've not met me before, my name is Nisha. I'm the visionary and CEO of Girl Let's Go. Those are all separate pieces and chapters of my visionary. It's a part and person. Let me say the visionary and the part where nobody saw what I wanted to do. Nobody could have spent 10 years in the making. And it's not that I had all the pieces of what Girl Let's Go would be throughout the course of 10 years. I found and also I have nothing but time to share it with you. As the years have gone, I have created things within Girl Let's Go that I never spoke on, never told a story behind or why it's there. And again, I do want to share those things with you. But then my vision that was shared with me that I got a chance to build and implement. So when I say visionary, the part where I'm being led. Let's just say that. When I say founder, that's the part where I rolled up my sleeves and continually am building. So we're going to go into the building of Girl Let's Go just a second and talk about what this building is and what it holds. And then CEO is the part where I actually have to work as a CEO in my business. So yes, I have dedicated work and agent responsibilities, travels, trips, anniversaries, all kinds of things that are going on. So it's not just me out here in Thailand. I'm also still building. I'm also still the visionary, but I'm just at a place in my life where I can slow down bit and let the business run itself. So I'm gonna put a countdown because I don't want to be here too long today. You guys will get a couple meetings through, so just the business get used to looking at the show to see what the backstage VIP entails. I'm willing to go there. I'm in a space in my life where I can do that, and that's where the VIP comes in, especially for those people there who are building or something that they cannot let of. They can't lose sight of it and they can't let go of. I think those people are the ones that sometimes need to hear that it's not all peaches and cream and roses. It's not always a lot of support, not a lot of belief. It's not always a lot of things. One thing that I've found in my journey is that my business life and my personal life, they tell two totally different stories as to how well Girl Let's Go does. And like my personal side, my grassroots side is very quiet and very observant and kind of stalemate. My business side shows that this is working. You did a great job. Hey, look at this. And, this is going on, and, and sometimes people don't understand this. It's important because if all you're dedicating your best or you're doing off of and regardless of the nature of your business, you if you're building it on your own, an entrepreneur can tell you that sometimes your personal side, it can be a challenge. So when I do my backstage VIPs, that is specifically not necessarily about travel. It's for the person and people that are out there building, and they need to know that sometimes there's zeros all across the board. Sometimes you'll get to your 97th episode and you may have only had 5 freaking viewers and 12 comments, and that's totally okay. You absolutely have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your dream. You have to know what you're building and why, and stick to it. So that's my moment with Nisha. A lot of times backstage IP, and that is the permission that I've given myself within my company to share that journey and to share hopefully with somebody out there that needs it. So now that we got my introduction out of the way, let's talk about but if you all just hang with me, I'm going to be going over to girlletsgo.com. If you have a computer, whatever, I mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean that when you even decide to book a trip with Girl Let's Go, I would hope that my clients would go ahead and start adapting a mindset in their head that it don't matter who go with me, I'm going because this is my trip and this is the trip that I want to go on to. I'm gonna break this down to you because again, this segment really is more so about me. Misha getting a chance to talk to you, not necessarily presenting. Yeah, I'm really having a time with this camera today. Not necessarily presenting something with the purpose of trying to sell it to you. So let's talk about that. When I say we go together but we're solo though, that don't mean that I'm just gonna leave you up under the palm tree, coconut tree somewhere, and you're off on your own. Well, I might, but what I'm what I'm saying is I would love to see the people that book trips with Girl Let's Go in particular dedicate a mindset that this trip is about me no matter what trip it is. And I'm saying this because as a travel agent, I've seen so many people come across my request line for trips, and they really do want to book a trip for themselves, but they predicate everything and every detail about what somebody else is going to say. Well, let me get with them and see what they're going to say. Let me see what dates they want to do. Let me, and it begs me to wonder, what are you going to do if and when none of these people show up? Because as much as I hate to say it, my experience has showed me that most of the people that have an opinion about your trip and what you're going to do not going to show up anyway. That's number one. And when that happens, are you ready and prepared to enjoy your trip by yourself? It could be a group trip all day long, but have you ever been in a group or a group setting and still felt like you didn't get what you needed from it because it was all about the group? So on both sides of the spectrum, whether it's booking for a group for yourself, or booking the trip solely for yourself, you have to realize that you are the common denominator. You are the person that is expected to show up. And when you get there, it doesn't matter if it's a trip that we put together. It could be a group trip that we put together. We have a lot of group trips. Okay. In a group trip, I still don't want you to feel like you're so much into the group that you didn't customize or personalize that experience to make it about you. So this is where my team of destination darlings come in with almost any trip that Girl Let's Go puts together. We work together as a team. I'm proud to say that we meet twice a week. I'm blessed to say that we do, because a lot of people would have opted out. Look, girl, I can't give you 2 nights a week. And my darlings are not mandated to show up. But I know one thing for sure and two things for certain. I'll be there. I'm there for them. I'm there to answer questions, and I'm there for the group experience as a whole. So that's one of the things that I really love about Girl Let's Go, and taking this from a me thing to a we thing, is figuring out how our team works together while also having their independency. Because I have some darlings who put together trips. Y'all, we got people that gone all over the world, and I didn't touch their trip. Those are my darlings. They are trained. They've been through the training. They continue to educate themselves. They love what they do. That's the only way I can describe it, because ain't no way I'm about to show up anywhere twice a week if I don't love what I'm doing or love what I'm getting from it in some way, shape, form, or capacity. Um, my thing to them today was really simply to thank them for choosing me. I know that anytime someone becomes a destination darling with Girl Let's Go, I know that they've already considered other major companies. So I don't take it lightly when someone makes it a choice to partner with us. But at the same time, thanking them, because there's a lot of things that I've had to talk about before it was something tangible or something visual that they can see. And so to have a team that's actually walking into some of the experiences and some of the revelations of Girl Let's Go has been really amazing. So let's talk about some of the trips that we have here. For you guys, you'll find this on the Go tab at Girl Let's Go. On some screens, I do believe it says we can't wait to meet you. On others, it may just say go. Either way, once you get to this tab, and we'll get that fixed. But once you get to that tab, it talks about the fact, like I said, we go together, but we solo though. So with all love, all due respect, please don't feel no kind of way. But your trip should be about you. Even if you are booking on one of our group trips that we have here, our destination darlings are standing by essentially to help you customize that trip for what you want to do and what you want to experience. So on our Go page, you'll see a full listing of all of our trips. This is a little bit different setup from our homepage. Our homepage right now is promoting our bash cruises. We already put out that we're looking for some bashers. So if you got a birthday coming up, which everybody I know got a birthday coming up. So if you have a birthday that's coming up and you would like to go somewhere, particularly on a cruise, our first set of bashers are going out on cruises everywhere from Australia to Bermuda, to Alaska, Canada, Mexico, the Caribbean. They're going everywhere. But what we're specifically looking for within Girl Let's Go are the zodiac signs. I'm looking for 4 of each zodiac sign to help us represent those bashers. Now, bash stands for birthdays, anniversaries, special happenings, I think. Yeah. Birthdays. It's either birthdays, anniversaries, and special happenings, or birthdays and special happenings. But either way, both of those that I said still say bash. So um it's not the cruises are not particularly just about celebrating a birthday. You could be a basher just because you're celebrating a divorce, an anniversary, a graduation, a self, accomplishment. It could be anything like that, and you want to be amongst a group that's celebrating. Being a part of our group in bashes, or even within Girl Let's Go, it is not, let me repeat, traveling with us is not an assignment where you have to stay with us on every single thing we do. You have to go to every one of the, no, there's still room for you to do you and to be you. But the minute that you decide that you would like to be a part of the group, you're going to know that we're there. When we make it to destination, you'll know that we're there. And sometimes it's not loud. Okay, it can be something. Okay. It can be many indicators that you'll know, it's our group or whatever, and you're welcome to attend. Not only that, a lot of times you're getting a group rate and you're getting group perks. A lot of travelers don't even know how to really dig into what that means. A lot of times they're just looking at the final price and doesn't match their pocketbook. But what I can tell you behind the scenes is that sometimes booking a trip, it is one price when it's a public rate, and it can be another price and another value when it's a group rate. And one of the things that I like and we like to do with our groups is to infuse more wherever our suppliers allow us to have and bring more value into the booking, whether it's those surprises once you get to your room, or even before then, to anything that you experience that is given to our group and not given to the rest of the cruisers, or not given to anyone. We love that. So that's one of the things that you can find. But anyway, on this particular page right here, you're going to find more than bash. Okay, so you'll find things like the Like a Star experience. So if you are interested in a trip, all you have to do is press the Let's Go button, and I promise you one thing that's going to happen is you are going to get full and complete information. One of the things that I can say that our travelers don't do a lot of, respectfully, they don't read. Yeah, they don't read. So let me take myself off the screen. That's willing um, to bust out a comment, let me know that you're there, and or join the panel. 41 seconds on the countdown. My name is Misha with Girl Let's Go. Welcome in. This is boarding call at Gate G. This segment I like to call On the Fly. It's unprepared, but it is me and it is us coming to you live. I'm here for the questions. I'm here for all of that. So all you have to do is just reach out. 22 seconds on the countdown. I'm going to take myself out for a little bit, allow you guys to enjoy some Departure Lounge jams, and then we'll get back to it. All right. All right. How about a little Memphis soul? I could use some of that. People wanna know. What they call it, AG. We don't wait around for someday. We don't leave our dreams on hold. The passport's ready, goes on steady. Turbulence passes life unfolds. From first time flyers to stamps collected, different stories, same direction, window seat. Boarding call at KG. Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are. So we tell them, no more sitting on life's runway debating. The world is waiting. We're the girls that go. Welcome in, boarding call at Gate G. What if the freedom you've been chasing isn't something to earn, but something you could choose? With the cost of what I'd take for you to lose everything you thought you ever gained in life, deter you from the shot at a chance to stop chasing and start living. What if what you gave was the ticket to a peace you never knew before? If only you weren't afraid to unlock the possibilities behind that door. Another sunrise, another boarding call. Dreams in my carry-on, I ain't packing small. Window seat, heart racing, watch the city fade. Every goodbye I ever needed finally got made. From Atlanta to Accra, I can feel it in the air. Bangkok to Barbados, hope is waiting there. Tokyo lights, Kingston nights, Rio calling me. Every mile reminds me who I'm meant to be. No map knows where my heart will land. I just trust these open hands. Every runway leads to something. Every takeoff sets me free and lands me exactly where I need to be. Take me somewhere else, where tomorrow already knows my name. Somewhere else, where every sky don't look the same. Passport full, but my sister got room. Every destination allows me to bloom. Paris whispers, girl, believe. Cape Town says don't ever leave your dreams. Every dream deserves some wings. Girl, let's go see everything. 15 minutes on the countdown, boarding call at Gate G. My name is Misha. Let me know if you're here. Girl, let's go. Oh, you ain't know? Yeah, it's got status on the track. Yeah. I need a little bit of sunshine. Don't you need a little bit of sunshine? We all need a little bit of sunshine. Zip line, fun time, time to recline. I need a little bit of beach time. Don't you need a little bit of me time? We all need a little bit of me time. Online, so let's go. Take a trip now. They say the time is of the essence. We living our best life, no stress. We living a sweet life, it's a blessing. Put my toes in the sand is what I'm expecting. I got my swimwear on and I'm big stepping. I got my go girls with me, go girls repping. And the world is waiting. Happiness is a must, there is no debating. So go and get your ticket, go and get your ticket.
You don't wanna miss it, you don't wanna miss it. We're going into Cancun for a quick visit. We're going in Jamaica, don't you mind me? I need a little bit of sunshine. Don't you need a little bit of sunshine? I need a little bit of sunshine. Zip line, sunshine. I'm a recline. I need a little bit of beach time. Don't you need a little bit of me time? Yeah, I need a little bit of me time. Online, girl, let's go. Put your trip now. Hey, shout out to the DJ. Tell him put that sunshine on. Replay, tell him that this is your song. Your beat day living cause we live in the moment. The freeway. So tell the bartender send one more round. We celebrate life, it's about to go down. Go girl style, bring it back to A-Town. Where that sunshine at? You know we need a little sunshine. Don't you know you need a little sunshine? We all need a little bit of sunshine. Zip line, fun time, time to recline. I need a little bit of beach time. Don't you need a little bit of me time? We all need a little bit of me time. Online, girl, let's go. Book your trip now. So what's your definition of a vacation? 7 days, 6 nights from your occupation. We came here to have fun. Notation, we catch your flights, not still as high vibration. And if the homeless wanna roll, tell them, bro, let's go. We the dream saying me, Misha, you alone. Destination travel like you never seen before. You know you need a little sunshine. Yeah. So come and get a little sunshine. Yeah. You know you need a little beach time. Yeah. So come and get a little me time. Yeah. Let's let's go. Going on a trip with Girl, Let's Go. We're about to sign up just so you know. You can bring your man, we can all attend, and no judgment zone. We can all be friends. First things first, leave your drum at home because we came to have fun. Leave the problems alone. We big dog status, no pups in here. Everybody raise your glass, let's toast and chill. From Atlanta to LA, we rocking the place from Florida to Colorado. We doing our thing. I got my mind made up, makeup on feet, and no matter where I travel, go girls to meet. And when you ready to book, you can hit up Misha, boss lady with the plan. She'll be happy to meet ya. Let me call up my girl Misha right quick, so she can pre-qualify y'all for these trips. Hello? Yeah, this is Misha. Let's go. Yeah, I hear you. Let me just pre-qualify real quick. You got drama at home? Girl, let's go. Worried about your student loan? Girl, let's go. You don't know who can go? Girl, let's go. Need a trip on the low? Girl, let's go. You been beefing with your dude? Girl, let's go. I need a trip just for you. Girl, let's go. You got family or kids? Girl, let's go. You need a trip with your friends? Girl, let's go. A romantic getaway? Girl, let's go. We book trips all day. Hey, girl, let's go. Listen, I told you, you was overthinking this stuff, girl. Get your passport, grab your bags, and it's time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, when you're ready to book, head over to girlletsgo.com. We have agents that are standing by and ready to put you on your next destination. In the meantime and in between time, you can follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Girl Let's Go Travel. My name is Misha, the CEO of Girl Let's Go Travel and Entertainment Company, and I'm Star Status. And we look forward to seeing you somewhere on the beaches of the world. Purchase your tracks today.
Welcome in, boarding call at Gate G. My name is Misha. You are on an episode of Window Seat. This one in particular, I like to call On the Fly. I just had time for it today. Not that I sat down and prepared a show, but I am hoping and looking to catch anybody that is available. Whether you catch this on your news feed real time or you catch it sometime in the future, definitely let me know that you saw it on your feed. And if you want to share, comment. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you want to share your comments, your thoughts, or even join the panel. You can definitely jump on girlletsgo.com, hit that live button experience, upgrade to the cockpit, and or just leave your comments in the comment section. 9 minutes on the countdown clock. I will show up in just a few minutes. We're going to take a trip into Cancun, Mexico. I have a resort that I want to show you as well. Yeah, we're gonna have a short conversation because while you all are booking this trip, I do want to take you down one particular spot where we have a lot of travelers that get stumbled in their registration process, and I want to make sure that you're not one of them. So just continue to hang out. 8 minutes on the countdown. I look forward to seeing you. But it is what it is. I can do this solo if I need to. Welcome in, welcome in.
This is another classic episode. Just a different little show. Girl, let's go. Got my bosses with me, and it's time to ride. I got my ticket, baby. It's time to fly. If you've been working real hard, here's a hand clap. Bartender, send another round to my A-list. We star studded. We're feeling lovely, all aboard, here we come, Cancun, honey. We're sipping lemonade, we got our stunner shades, and you can't tell us nothing, cause we live in lavish space. Taking foreign trips, me and my girls, star-studded events. Me and my girls, cruising on the ship. Call me when you're ready, don't be scared, gonna book your trip. Know the sunrise, know the boating call. Dreams in my carry on. I ain't packing small. Window seat, watch the city fade. Every goodbye I ever need to find. Got me.
Welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. My name is Nisha. Right now, we're getting ready to go into Cancun, Mexico. I'm going to share a trip with you. But one of the you still out here not understanding it, baby, I'm gonna break it down to you and for you. So just hang tight. In just a couple minutes we'll get into this booking with Cancun, but this is your prep session to help you understand how that per person based on double occupancy works.
checked, I was living my life. I understand things might not be done, but they can stay undone while I'm under the sun. Butler's service, my upgraded lifestyle has barely begun. Yelling hallelujah to the top of my lungs. Indonesia, internship, how nice. Fam trip in France, home and airport inspection in Malaysia. Catch you later, it's bucket list. Daddy behavior in our favor. Every moment I can flee and out the weight of the world behind me. Chasing rises that make your soul speak. So you can imagine the depths of the mental Maybe all the flight is what you see, but the ticket holds the gateway to my peace. I think I heard them calling, boy, and call it gauging. It'd be different if the industry didn't pay me, but baby, I'ma have a check when I get back. Imagine that as a hell of a perk. Your dream vacation's what I call work. So you baby, you wouldn't understand. But I promise that I'll post pictures as soon as I land.
All right, less than 1 minute on the countdown. I look forward to sharing Mexico with y'all, but come on. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. My name is Misha. We're getting ready to take a trip into Cancun with questions and answers. This is your time to pull up a chair if you've ever thought about celebrating yourself, or as many of us haven't thought about celebrating ourselves. I'm going to give you a reason why today. So let me get this music turned down. I want to talk about this trip, y'all. I wish I had some better visuals prepared for you, but this show is called On the Fly, so it's on the fly. I just decided we're going to take a moment and we're going to talk. So here it is. When it comes to Like a Star, this is a trip that I put together where I really wanted to corral and be around a group of people who were willing to stop wherever they are and celebrate themselves. I know we've taken trips before where we celebrated something, or maybe even we were celebrating ourselves, but I think the atmosphere could be really contagious, really amazing to be around people who are in a place in their life where they're willing to celebrate what they've been working on, regardless of where they are with it. Because I find, and I have found in my personal journey of achieving dreams and building those that weren't easily attainable for me, I find that along the way it was really hard to nominate myself as being worthy of celebrating what I vision to be my measure of success. So if my measure of success at that time was, oh, well, I want this and this. I want whatever that is, right? Because it differs for other people. If I did not achieve those things, then I felt like I wasn't worthy. Point blank period. Whereas I wanted to design a trip where I get people to self identify that, hey, I'm one of those people that are least likely to celebrate myself. I do, or I am guilty of moving the goalpost when really I and my hard work, my commitment to whatever I've been committed to, whatever I've been working on, that deserves a celebration. So, this is actually the third time that I put this trip out into the world. Maybe it's a problem with my marketing or something, or maybe it's just that the overall goal and the message about this trip isn't being received. Who knows? But next November, so this is November 2027, is when we're going into Cancun, Mexico. And I specifically chose, I'm going to make myself smaller on here because I want you to see, I specifically chose how you become a me list celebrity in this particular trip is you put yourself on that list. And yes, we're preparing the red carpet, and yes, the resort that we're going to is a 5-star resort in Cancun, Mexico. Let me stop talking about it and let me show with you what I'm trying to say so that you can understand how your trips are booked. If the price of a room is $1,000 and the resort is allowing you to put 2 people in that room, that means that you and the other person get to divide. You and the other person get to divide up that $1,000. Okay, because 2 people are occupying the room and the cost of the room is $1,000. However, if you're one of those people that don't have a roommate or a cabin mate and you want to go in a room, what did I tell you the cost of the room was? $1,000. Okay, so the cost of the room is 1,000. Just because you choose to go in there solo or by yourself does not mean that the resort needs to discount the room for you. That doesn't doesn't make sense on anybody's plate except for yours, and that's just not how it works. So if the cost of the room is $1,000, two people is splitting up that price. So one person pays 500, the other person pays 500. The resort or the cruise ship receives their $1,000 and they're happy. If you as a solo person go in that room and you only pay 500, what you think the resort's supposed to do? Just say, okay, well, we just lost out on our potential? No, they want to they want to sell that room for the price of the room. So that's the first thing I want you to know about the price. And the second thing I want you to know about the price that we put up there is that price is an all-inclusive price. And again, it does tell you what is included. So I'm gonna zoom myself out so you guys can look at that. But it tells you what's included. So it's not just the price of your room. And I think a lot of people get that kind of messed up. We're not advertising just the price of your room or just the price of your cabin. We are including the price of your room and whatever the inclusions are in that particular trip. So if we go I'm gonna go ahead and do it just so y'all hear it one more again and you can see it. Listen, please do not just buy travel insurance. Buy the travel insurance policy that best fits your desired level of coverage in the event something happens. That means if something happens, you don't want to have baggage insurance when what you need is medevac insurance. Okay? Yeah, that's the best that's the best way to say that. So moving on, everybody has the now it chooses to bring me on the screen when I took myself off. So let me say that again since the camera is on me. Third time is a charm. I wish that I saw more of my travelers. Number one, get travel insurance. We still have a lot of people who say they don't want travel insurance and they're okay with losing their investment. If they're okay with it, I'm okay with it. But not just getting travel insurance, I wish people would purchase the package that reflects the desired level of insurance in the case that something happens and you wish you had some coverage. Okay, your whole entire vacation is on the line here, and I think what people don't realize going into the trip is it's not just the part where you fly from one destination to the other. It is the things that can happen in between the course of your travel, where insurance policies can give you some grievances, give you some credits, give you some vouchers so you can go. You know, a lot of people think that if something happens, like for instance, I did a trip and there was a hurricane. I can't remember which one it was coming, but we in destination and there's this hurricane coming. Some people wanted to leave the trip early. It was just all kinds of things that was going on. But long story short, when it comes to insurance, like not having the correct policy in your time of need is the one thing that can mess you. So yeah, the travelers, the hurricane is coming, and the travelers, these ones that I'm talking about in particular, they didn't have travel insurance, so they were kind of upset in finding out. They thought that the airline was going to automatically give them hotel accommodations and food vouchers and stuff because the rest of this hurricane was rolling in and they would be affected. And a lot of them found out that no, that's not the airline's responsibility. Up until certain things happen, are the airlines required to step in, and that varies per airline. That's number one. So if the traveler would have had travel insurance and the policy that would have given them coverage or given them any type of, allowances during this time, I know that it would have helped one with the anxiety levels and just everything. Just to start, well, would you start with the anxiety from there and leave it? But it is to say that y'all please get travel insurance. I know I got stuck there for a minute, but it is what it is. Okay, next. So let's talk about a final note from Girl Let's Go. Y'all read this when you get here. I would really like to see this trip take off greatly. Again, it's not until November of next year, November 3rd. I'll go back to the top to make sure I'm correct on this. But we're talking November 2027. I think that's enough time for our overachievers even to be able to set some goals by then and show up. So if you feel like you got to move the goalposts one more time because by the time you come to the Like a Star experience, you want to be at this place in your business or in this place in your gift or in this place in your mission or whatever, that's fine. Set the goalposts and come on out. So we've done enough of that. What I want to do is go into the actual booking part, and then I'm going to jump off of here so I can get into my day. Let's say you're interested and you want in the room, you need to be a solo traveler. If you are going to have two people in the room and you don't know your passenger, your companion at this point in time, that is fine. You can still book yourself. How do you do that? Simple. You come to the availability page and all you're going to do is select the package that you want. Again, the price that you're paying is not just for your room. It is including everything that you're getting in the total trip experience. Okay, so not just the 4 days, it is the total experience, not just the 4 days in the room. Okay, so let's go back so that you know. If it's just you right now, or think you want to have a roommate, but you don't know who that person is right now, this is what I want you to do. Since two people go in a room and all you know right now is you're one of them, you're going to select one on the screen. Hold on. Is there a discount? Oh yeah. Okay, deposit $79. Okay. So, in by selecting one, what you're doing is you're telling us that you're going to be one person in the room and you're paying for yourself. Okay? If you know that you want to pay for someone else, this type of circumstance and situation is good for someone like a spouse. I highly caution you guys of paying for other people, other grown adults that you're not connected to, in the form of this is my child or this is my spouse. It just keeps things really clear for us on our end. But if you're going to go with two people and you're going to pay for that second person, meaning you want one invoice for the both of you, then you're going to put two here. Okay, two people, too easy. Watch. Now both people are going to pay their $79 deposit, and then they're registered on the trip as one invoice. So essentially, let's go back a little bit. If you know you're going to have two people in the room and you don't know who that second passenger is, but you do know you don't want to pay for them, you're pressing one. Because when your roommate comes to register, they will also select one. They're gonna, when we start asking who your roommate is, they'll put your name in the roommate slot, and we can connect the two people and make them one room. Okay, I hope that wasn't too confusing. But to recap, if you're going to be a solo traveler, then you need to scroll down until you find the solo rates. Do we have solo rates? Sometimes on our trips we do, sometimes we don't. Yeah, but it'll specifically list whether or not it's a solo or not. This particular trip has a lot of room categories. It has a lot of upgrade, a lot of different experiences. So you'll want to read through and make sure that you know what you're getting. If you're getting a swim up suite is one thing, but whether or not you want to have the star class upgraded to butler experience and all of that, that's a whole another thing. So hopefully I helped this to be a little bit more clear. If you need a different language, you definitely can, because we actually have some international travelers. That's really cool. But okay, so let's just say for right now it's just us. Okay. um and our roommate is going to join later, so we're just going to take care of ourselves because that's what we got to do. So once we scroll down, you can see the payment options that are available. So let me talk to you about payment options real quick. These are standard payment options that are available to anybody that books on a trip. You don't have to do a payment plan. You can pay outright. You can pay in full. If you have a payment structure that works best for you, we give you an email and tell you, hey, just tell us what's up. Okay. But for the most part, what we can't do, we as an agency, we can't have a lot of people book and nobody's making payments until the last minute. We're just not set up that way. So you are required to be able to represent a payment plan to show off your balance. We give you one that's pretty standard. But again, if that doesn't work for you, it's a simple email or reach out. We can adjust your payment plan. Of course, you can always pay in full. All right. So once you acknowledge this, hit the continue button. And at this point, there's a questionnaire for you to fill out. Okay, this is where your discount code goes. So if you have a discount code from Girl Let's Go that you may have gotten from an email, maybe you're in a group that we partner with or something like that, you can put your discount code in. But from that point, baby, you are simply just answering the questions so that way we can get you registered on your trip. Once you do that, hit continue and we're good to go. Again, on the screen, I don't know how well you all can see it, but we ask you, are you intending to be a solo occupant or double occupant? We ask you for your cabin mate or your roommate's number. If you don't know it at the time of your booking, that's okay. You will have a time period, usually about 120 days before leaving. So about 4 months prior to leaving, we'll reach out to you and say, hey, have you found a cabin mate yet or a roommate yet? If your answer is no, then we need to readjust your booking to the solo rate. And that's just that. So that's what I have tonight for this. I've done quite a long monologue. That's okay. I definitely got a chance to show you. Oh, dang, this didn't go live in the group. I gotta remember that. I did get a chance to show you what I set out to show you today, so that's a plus for me. Look forward to other showtimes coming up through Girl Let's Go, and perhaps even the layout of the show and contents will be a little bit better and put together. But I'm not at a part in this where perfection is on my radar. What I do want to do is make sure that I am coming present. I am sharing the details with you because there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. Um, yeah, and so this is the space. All right, so let's take this trip down. I did want to do a plane ride. I actually have set up for y'all to go into Planet Hollywood, but we'll do that another time. I've spent enough time at least going over the trip itself, and so we're good on that. I'm gonna take us out with a little bit of music for a couple minutes, and I will catch you guys on a different segment. It's almost 11 o'clock in the morning here in Thailand, so I do want to get my day started and going. But it's been nice. I look forward to meeting you all or seeing you somewhere around the world. Thank you so very much for your continued support with Girl Let's Go. Thank you so much for your continued support with Girl Let's Go. I'm going to lead us out again with a little bit of music, and I will see you soon. Tokyo Drift. This is called Somewhere Else. Enjoy. Who we are, so we tell them we're the girls that go. Boarding call at gate G. We don't wait around for someday. We don't leave our dreams on hold. Passports ready, goes on steady. Turbulence as his life unfolds. From first time flyers to stamps collected. Different stories.